great to be back here. I don't know the last time that Carol and I were here together, but I was here, I think, about 2 years ago. Was it Shirley?
It was the library.
Yes, because I remember telling you that we were building the library, but how none of the construction was being done with power tools or big machinery or all of that. It was very much a hands-on, labor-intensive operation to get it built.
All set? We're all set.
Okay. So as some of you may know, Carol and I went to Malawi last summer to open the library, and to say that that was the thrill of a lifetime would be an understatement. It had been 2 sort of long years and a little bit in the process of trying to construct a library with emails across the ocean back and forth. It's not an easy task, but anyway, we all persevered, and it was with great joy that we came to the library in August. So this is the front of it. You can see it's got multi-tiered windows all across the front. The library actually faces into the property. It doesn't face out to the road, which we didn't even know that was how they had situated. So that was a big surprise when we got there. But when we saw that, we realized immediately the wisdom of that, right? Because you don't want all those windows facing out onto a dirt road, which is what it is, and the fact that it faces in avoids that, but it's also better in terms of security.
We're here on Thursday, August the 24th, and we're getting ready for our presentation. We've had lots of help from our committee, Tamba included. Who's there this morning? He's got all our computers set up for us. We've got a tent for people to sit under. It's a very, very warm day today. And we're going to be doing the presentation here in front of the library. Martin's just moving our vehicle, preparation for the day, and he's going to videotape for us today so you can all see what's happening. So we've got the library all set up. Linda's here, Wheezy is here, the computers are all positioned, everything is on the walls. Scanny is here, and we've got the children's corner all set up, and we've even got a clock on the wall. So we're all set to go, ready to start and to let people see the library and to see what this looks like. So it's a good day, very good day, and we're right ready to go. People are just starting to arrive. This is the office. And we're going to begin our day.
See, this is what I come for. You know, just...
I hear it. I hear you, Linda.
Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe before I proceed, let me first of all appreciate the good job done. In fact, I should say the gift that you can give to Carol and Linda is that one day Carol and Linda should hear that one of the ladies from here has emulated this example.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, in fact, I will center much in my speech on the impact of your project. This area is characterized by so many challenges in the education sector, so many challenges, ranging from absenteeism, dropouts, due to many reasons. But now, with the coming of this project, it is really changing our girls from this area. So we really appreciate it. The impact, in fact, has already been shown. You can see some becoming nurses. In fact, I feel like those are just examples. There's a huge, huge impact. Now, we are launching today, but the impact has already been shown.
Yes.
Now, what about in the coming 2-3 years? We expect a huge impact on our girls. We also expect a lower challenge in terms of education, in the education sector. You will also appreciate that from here, the nearest library is about roughly 73 kilometers from here. So you can see now that our girls here, our boys have never ever seen a library because of the distance. Now you bringing it close, in fact, inside our TA, we really appreciate the education sector. Finally, I'm hopeful that God is already blessing you. That's why now you are God should continue blessing you. With these few remarks, I thank you.
Thank you. I joined in about since 2015 when I was at Carol Secondary School. I'm an orphan, a single mother. I don't have a father. My father passed away since 2000. I've been raised by a single mother with a farmer. But when I look at my background, without you, Linda and Carol, by now I will not look like this. I really thank you very much for this. And I'm not the only one as a beneficiary. We are many in a group. As you can see, my friends, nurses, teachers, lawyers, human resource managers. We are many. We really thank you for the good work. It's not only you are giving us support as girls. We have done a lot of the things apart from the library. As first of all, other representatives have already said, I cannot repeat all the things. We have good bubbles here. There are some people liking a lot of water, but now they are drinking safe water because of you, Linda and Carol. We really thank you for this. I cannot stop here. I can even talk more up to evening. But because of time, I really appreciate because of your presence that we are here. We have seen each other face to face. Amen. May God bless you and continue blessing you more. Amen. Amen.
Yes, it was exciting for us to actually hear, and that was just a sample of some of the speeches that we heard, but just wonderful. Lynn, did you want to continue? Just finishing off the opening?
Sure, yeah. So I don't know where they found the ribbon in the market for the ribbon cutting, but they did, which was pretty impressive to us. And, you know, it went on for quite some time. There was quite a contingency of nurses there, 5 or 6 of them, who all came trooping in their uniforms and little caps, and they were very impressive looking, very grateful, very expressive of their thanks. And then we, you know, I did talk, but it's, like, we have so many pictures and videos that we could be here for days, and we won't do that. But then after the ceremony was open, then everybody came through and got to look at the library. One of our directors was interpreting for us. Since then, I mean, we got our plans a little awry because it was our intention that only the children's corner would be open until the fall. But then all the secondary students started coming, so we had to step our game up quite a bit. We had one copy of every textbook from 9 to 12 in the library, but then they started coming because they don't have their own textbooks usually and have to share. And then they got on the computers, and so Now we have multiple copies of all the textbooks, and we're ordering more shelving and more books, and so they've kind of upped the tempo there for us. So we have to, those are the 4 maps on the wall that we took over there. Some of you may know that Carol lost her luggage when we went there, along with the maps, and she was worried about her luggage, and I was worried about the maps. But here are some of our secondary school students here. This is very gratifying to see. There was also video that we just received as well. So this is just a snippet, really.
You know, as Glenda was reading those scriptures, it impacted me again, because I think that Linda and I have just done this for going on 15 years, and you just do the work, right? You don't, and there's a lot of grunt work that nobody sees, as any of you know that have been in ministry, and then you go into the work. And for Linda and I, we have been about 5-6 years since we had visited Malawi because of COVID, and we were very delayed in being able to get over and see things. And for us to go over again and just meet the people and meet the girls and see the work that all of us have had a part in doing, it was so gratifying. And so for us to be here today and to be able to share these pictures with you is really important, because you're a part of the work that's happening because of what God is doing through our charity. And so one of the nurses that you heard speak talked about the importance of water. And we have worked hard to bring water into areas where there is none, where some of the girls would have to walk for 2-3 hours to just gather water and then take it back. And we were speaking up in Wasaga Beach a few years ago, and someone came up to me at the end of the service and said, well, how far do these girls really walk? And I said, well, you can imagine putting a container of water on your head and walking from here to Alliston and back again, or from here to the edge of Baden and back again. That's how far these girls are walking. And so they can't be in school, because just gathering clean water is such a daily chore. And so we were able to visit one of the communities where we had built one of the borehole wells. And these are very deep wells that go right into the bedrock deep down, and allow for that clean water to be accessed by the people. And so we have a little video just showing you Linda speaking in thanks to those that are helping to keep these wells under good repair, and then us gathering. Now it's chaotic because everybody's trying to get into the well to get their water, but it'll give you an idea of what we see when we're over there.
We are delighted to be back in Chirumba. It was a very long trip, and we have driven many miles, but you have always been in our hearts and in our head. We are delighted to be able to see you again and to see the actual borehole. We want to thank those people who serve on the committee to make sure that the well is operating. We understand that the need for clean water in the area is great. It is sometimes difficult for us to get the funds that we need to be able to do all of the wells that are needed. But we are very happy that the girls and women do not have to walk miles and miles to get water many times a day.
Kondwa kuti mwazimayi musono mwendeke kufuma kwenda mtunda utali utakunyanja ukateka maji ayi mukuteka pafupi sono.
So do you carry it on your head?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you see, and each and every thing.
So don't ever think that clean water doesn't make a difference, because it certainly does. I think to date we've done about 11 wells, and what you didn't see there was one of the village leaders was had previously, when they were singing, had done a little dance to show his appreciation, but we didn't have time for that. Now we're on to the vulnerable women. We have 35 and soon to be 40 vulnerable women that we try to assist whenever possible. So we visited one of the women when we were there. We brought her sugar, salt, and soap. And so this is a quick video to show you how she expressed her gratitude.
Can you ask her what makes her happy? What makes her smile?
Tati ichi chikumpangisa kuti mukondo chomungakondwa nacho mukuchinga mukondo wesikani chomene karikosa if she can sleep on a mattress, she's sleeping in a hard surface. And if she can sleep on a mattress, she can be very happy. Yeah, she's sleeping on a hard surface. These are mats. Yeah, she's sleeping, but the body is giving pain, but she's sleeping on a hard surface. So if she can sleep on a mattress, in a good during rainy season, the house also leaks. It has got no eyelashes, so it leaks. You can see the white things. The water coming out of the rainy season. So she doesn't sleep. She needs resting as an operation, but the house leaks during rainy season.
Could we go inside the house or should we all look at that? That's not appropriate.
Okay.
So does anyone else go with her?
Yes, the woman who was there.
Is she taking care of her? So where does the roof leak? Where does the water come in?
Yes. We need to find out how many of our women do not have mosquito nets.
Yeah,
And we need to find out how many of them need mattresses to sleep on.
yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We actually have a person who has stepped up to donate enough money to buy mattresses and mosquito nets for all our vulnerable women, which I'm very grateful for.
And they should be getting those fairly soon,
Okay.
Linda. And then we also have been really involved in income generating activities for the women. We've done goats and pigs, but we had an opportunity to be able to see one of the women who's been raising pigs. It's quite a complex process. So we train 50 women. We have them go through 3 days of training on what is necessary to raise the pigs, to care for them, the corrals to build for them, how to feed them, how to look when they're dealing with illness. We have a veterinarian that's involved, and medicines that we give as well. And those 50 women, when their first offspring come, pass that on to another 50 women, and those 50 women pass their first offspring on to another 50 women. So we've actually initially trained 250 women, and the ripple effect is significant because you just continue to see the impact that this has in allowing them to earn an income in the rural. Our area where we work is very remote and very distant from any cities or any access to other kinds of work other than agriculture. So about 80 to 85% are involved in agriculture up in the area where we are. And of course, the rain season is decimating for them. The drought is decimating. And so they really appreciate having other means of income. And so this is just a short video of one of the pig farmers as she's speaking to Linda about the project.
How has having the pigs made your life better?
She had a child who was selected to Karonga Girls. So she has been paying fees from these big rates, selling the big rates. So she pays fees for her student who a girl who is at Karonga Girls in the school. Now she has written for 4. She's waiting for the results.
Okay.
She passed with 34 points.
Oh, very good. Very good. How had
So then we moved on to the nursery school, and they had gathered some of the current students there. Now, mind you, everything was stopped for the summer, but they'd also invited some of the previous nursery school graduates. And so we did a visit there. They did a lot of things that we'd love to be able to show you, but with time we had one little girl who sang, who was just amazing. And these are some of the two on the bench towards the right. Those are the 2 teachers, and then next on the left are 2 of our committee members, Rosaline and Joyce, who was in the office. And so we'll hear a little clip of what we did there. In addition to handing out underwear, and you can see the uniform on the right is a little tattered. We have since shipped over new t-shirts and skirts. They don't last too long, and the kids do grow. It's just another picture of some of the little ones with their underwear.
And at the end of our trip, we had the opportunity to be able to go into Lilongwe, where we were flying home from, and we met 4 of our tertiary students, 2 of which were in university programs, 2 of which were near graduation. So beside me here is Mary, and she is in nurse midwifery program in her 3rd year. She'll be going into her 4th year, and she's hoping to go into pediatrics. Beside her is Takwanda, and Takwanda has now graduated from a 4-year BSCN program in nursing and midwifery, and she has just been employed in psychiatric nursing. There are only 2 hospitals in the entire country that work with people with mental illness, and she was extremely committed to that role and being able to help the people in psychiatric nursing. And next to her is Monica, who has just started her program. She's in 2nd year now, same university where Takwanda is, and she is finishing, she's doing a nurse midwifery program. She wasn't quite sure what she would do when she graduated, because she was just getting her feet wet in the program when we got there. But she had been expressing a lot of appreciation for Takwanda and the mentorship that she was doing in supporting her, because for the girls, leaving home and going from the rural community where they've lived in the north, never being in a city, never seeing the chaos that a city brings with millions of people, and then being in a university setting with all the requirements for learning, it's kind of overwhelming for them. And so to actually see the connection that these girls had together and the joy that they had in being able to meet together, meet with us, but also with each other after they spoke with us, was a joy. And then beside Linda is Leah. She has finished a 4-year, what they refer to as a diploma in clinical medicine. It would be comparable to sort of physician assistant type of role. She can diagnose and treat, but she's not a medical doctor, and that is her goal, is to go into medicine and to be, it's another 6 years of university for her, but 1 year of that would be covered by the 4-year degree she's already gotten. And she has also just received employment in her area, which will then allow her to have the funds to be able to continue her education, which she will be doing without the need of us now, because again, the ripple effect. And all of these girls were so enthusiastic about the work that all of us are doing in Change Your World. And so we're just going to end with a little bit of a thank you from Takwanda here and Monica that we thought you'd appreciate.
All I can say is that we're always thankful, grateful for your support. Without you, we wouldn't be here today.
Yeah.
We would be somewhere. We wouldn't be known somewhere. Because of you, we are here today and we appreciate. And I say thank you to people of Canada for being for us, being there for us. Without them, without you, like I say, we would have been nothing now. And I pass this message to people of Canada, girls in Malawi. We are so excited, we are so happy, and we are blessed to have you. And then I know that the young ones who are still there will be girls that can be productive to our society because of what you have initiated. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Yeah. You're very welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I'm so excited, first of all, to meet with you. Because all this time, I just knew that they are my sponsors in Canada who have paid for me school fees. But I didn't know.
You didn't know who it was.
By the faces of all of them, so excited to meet with you.
Yes.
That's my first message. The second message, I'm also very thankful for always being there for us. If you should continue doing that to us, please. Thank you.
So that is just a snippet of what we experienced last summer when we were there. Does anybody have any questions?
Maybe we can finish off and then people can have questions, come and talk to you afterwards.
Okay, Shirley's suggesting that after we wind up, then you can ask us questions afterwards. But thank you for your attention. We appreciate that.